maybe you shouldn't do that with one of the better players in the game.
I don't care, he's old. I poke bears. I don't respect no one until they come and give me 40.
This is Dillon Brooks. He thinks he has cracked the code to defending LeBron James. Now, I've studied every single battle between these two guys this season, and the results blew my mind. Now, Dillon Brooks has said 3 very direct things about LeBron James, and it has been my mission to find out who is right. Historically, LeBron has had some huge agitators in the past. Joakim Noah.
Closer to Noah, who's still talking to him, and somebody's got to stop this. I mean, it's
Draymond Green.
Curry had a notion there to Barnes. Off by Jefferson.
And who could forget Lancey Pants Stevenson? Now, there's one thing that Dillon Brooks does better than any of these guys, and it's he can match up more physically with LeBron James. You can see here that he is super strong to handle this LBJ post play. Then he shows his speed and IQ, moving over to use the rule of verticality to defend. Now, James and Brooks have played each other 11 times in their careers. James holds a 9-2 record against Brooks. Now, from those games, Dillon Brooks actually thinks that he has a big piece figured out about LeBron's game.
Who doesn't want to go left? I was just making him go left all game. And he was settled. And he would pass the ball.
I rewatched the game where this quote came from, and I believe I found the one clip that explains why Dillon Brooks would say that. On this play here, watch Brooks hedge the screen hard as he gives LeBron the entire baseline. LeBron chose not to initially take it and drive left, and this hesitation to go left might have been the reason for this take on LeBron's game. The numbers, however, suggest that LeBron is perfectly comfortable in either direction. Synergy Sports tracks the number of possessions that end with a James drive, and they actually show LeBron is a more efficient driver going left in each of the past 2 seasons, and he went left more often than he went right last season. Look at the spot LeBron is in here. It's exactly the same position as he was the last time against Brooks on the empty left wing. This time LeBron patiently draws Dillon in to get as tight as possible, then he jabs right and takes it hard to the left, learning from that initial hesitation the play before. The playoffs have showed similar examples. Here LeBron could easily reject this screen and go right where there is no help. Instead, he chooses to drive left and let the screen and roll action take place, and probably forces up a tough shot.
Okay.
If Dillon really did his homework though, he would also know that LeBron said this in 2017.
I have no idea how I became a right-hand basketball player. Yeah, I'm pretty much a left-hand guy. I work on my craft, I work on both hands.
LeBron James, you have a left, you're up 1-0. The next thing Dillon Brooks barked at LeBron actually had some weight to it.
I just let him know that, you can't take me one-on-one. You have it. Go look at the film. He doesn't really take me one-on-one.
Now, by my count, James has scored 11 out of 18 field goal attempts with Brooks as his primary defender for the first 3 games. Part of that high percentage is because of set plays like this. LeBron is setting screens on the side to create inside leverage against a top lock. Watch how LeBron sets a screen, which pulls out the help defender and initiates a strong seal on the inside. Once again in game 2, LeBron sets a screen for D'Angelo Russell. Brooks thinks he might have to switch to help, and LeBron creates an even bigger seam to pass to. Brooks isn't wrong that James hasn't scored a lot against him in the one-on-one situations this postseason. James hasn't scored as much in isolation this season as he has in past years, as he's gone away from averaging 4 isolation possessions per game in the regular season to only 1.5 this playoffs. However, just because he isn't taking as many isolations isn't a bad thing in my opinion. LeBron is being efficient here. ISO ball is not an efficient way to score and get the dub, especially against somebody like Dillon Brooks. Like here, LeBron gets fronted. Notice how he uses his left knee to dig into Dillon's hip and help seal him off. LeBron sees the double team coming immediately and makes the high IQ read to Rui. That sounded nice. Here we have a left-handed post-up. James is patient and is waiting to see where the help is coming from. Jaren Jackson full sends on the baseline, so James spins baseline, drawing him in even more, opening up a seam for a pass rather than forcing up a tough isolation shot. I'm a huge fan of this kind of play, and LeBron has shot 61% when Dillon Brooks is on him this playoffs, plus pissed him off enough to get him kicked out of a game. I'm tipping the cap to the king on this one as well. Then there was this.
Just wear and tear on him. throughout a 7-game series and see if you can take it.
Will LeBron be able to handle this kind of pestering for a long series? Let me know what you think in the comments, or check this one out instead if you are a fan of the defense.